Hello, my name is Sai and welcome to another episode of the Organic Adventure Show. Today we're going to be talking about candida, and this episode is especially dedicated to Heidi because she was wondering about the subject and wanted to know what she could do about candida overgrowth. So, first of all, what is candida? Candida is a bacteria that is in pretty much everybody's body. And it's not bad. It consumes sugars. The only problem is when candida overgrows to a point where it overtakes the friendly bacteria and grows throughout your system and causes all kinds of problems. At this point, it would be called candidiasis, and it's also known as systemic candida. Some of the symptoms would be fatigue, headache, mood swings, sinus congestion, depression, poor memory and concentration. One form of candida is soft white patches in the mouth, which would be called thrush, or yeast infection, and this is the most common form of candida overgrowth. So, some of the causes of candida overgrowth are due to the dying off of the friendly bacteria, and some of the things that might contribute to this would be nutrient deficiency, smoking, hormone therapy, antibiotics, high sugar diets, antacids, steroids, anti-ulcer medications, and just having a compromised immune system in general, or high stress. One of the very worst of all, which I mentioned already, is antibiotics, though, because that kills all of the bacteria in your body, and that gives the unfriendly bacteria a chance to really reproduce with no check. So these are some of the causes and symptoms. Now we want to know, what do we do? Like, how do we get rid of overgrowth of candida? First of all, when your lactobacilli, that's one of your official or beneficial probiotics in your body, goes down, candida goes up. And so you want to do what you can to put probiotics back into your body. So you can do that through a yogurt that is unsweetened, because sugars feed candida, so you don't want to really give it refined sugars of any kind. And just to touch on that subject while we're talking about refined sugars, those do include sugar, brown sugar, honey, maple syrup, corn syrup, maple sugar, molasses, date sugar, turbinado, raw sugar, demerara, amasaki, rice syrup, sorghum. Those are all considered refined sugars. So you pretty much don't want to have any kind of sugars in a form that's not in food. And you want to get your probiotics up. You can also do that by taking a supplement. There are many supplements out there, and you can even get whole food based supplements that have probiotics in them. There's some really good ones, but you want to have something that has at least 4 billion friendly bacteria in it per serving to get your bacteria to a place where you want it to be. And you would also want to do some other things that would help to multiply the effects of the good bacteria, and that would be to clean up your diet. Basically just reduce your sugar intake overall, eat more fresh foods, eat more whole foods, and there's some different takes on it. One person that I have read some from is Dr. Crook, and he has the take that you shouldn't eat any fruits, you shouldn't have anything with yeast in it, you shouldn't have any mushrooms, and you shouldn't have any vinegars to start with, and you should limit dairy products. There's another man by the name of Dr. Douglas Graham, who I think probably has better understanding of how candida multiplies and how to defeat it. And he says there are 4 ways that you can defeat it. He says, first, you could just eat only greens for a short period of time, for a couple of days, or you can eat whatever you want without eating any fats, or you can fast, or last of all, you can eat all of the vegetables and fruits with no overtly fatty foods. So you can eat as much fruits and vegetables as you want, and that should defeat the candida. And the reason why is candida is a very short-living bacteria. It only lives hours, at the very most days. So Dr. Douglas Graham says if it takes you longer than a couple of days to defeat candida, then you're doing the wrong thing. The reason for this is that your body has candida in it at all times, and specifically in your bloodstream. When you eat fruits, for example, the sugars go into your blood, and then they go into your cells to feed them, and then they come back out of your system. But if you have fat in your blood, then it takes a lot longer for the sugar to get out of your system, because the fat is an insulator and keeps it in there. So basically, what he is saying is don't eat overtly fatty foods, and this will cure your candida problem. Meaning don't eat oils, don't eat avocados, don't eat nuts and seeds, except for in small amounts. Like we're talking very minimal amounts every day. But to get rid of the problem, just eat no overtly fatty foods, and within a short period of time, you should be able to overcome candida. So, this was a lesson in candida and what you can do to help yourself to get rid of candida. And maybe we can talk some more about this another time. Let me know if you have any questions, and let every day be an adventure in health.